All right. So we're gonna start off by talking a little bit about our guest. Okay. You know me. You know Aaron. We're guys. We're male. We live. We do stuff. All right. We want to know: are you male? Are you alive? And are you doing stuff, Rook? And what is that? Those things.
Yes, I'm male. My pronouns are he, him, his. I'm alive. I'm doing stuff. I just did a career change. I'm working now. Just started my job 2 weeks ago.
Got a fat stack of cash for moving.
Get those fat bands.
I think I will in 3 days. I should.
Oh, you didn't get the money yet?
Oh, waiting on the
No,
paycheck.
not yet.
Oh, so he's in debt. He's in debt.
He's in debt right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I literally am.
This man has way more money in stocks than me. At the same time, he's in debt. I don't know. If that's not the American dream, then I don't know what is.
I can't touch that stuff till I hit 59 and a half.
There you go.
Damn. All right. What is your career change? Because I don't really.
Can you touch up on that?
Spoke about this.
Yeah, I want to learn about your career and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I graduated my undergrad 2014. And it was in speech and hearing sciences. I'm a boomer. And I started advising international students, which is not related to my degree, but I really enjoyed it. And that led me to a few different places, such as teaching English in South Korea and living in California. But I just wanted to make more money. So with COVID, I saw an opportunity, decided to go back to grad school while COVID was happening, and got a master's degree in business analytics. And now I am in IT at a Fortune 500 company. So Fortune 100 company, I think, actually.
Whoa. You know you can get a visa for Korea for that, right?
Yes.
You can get a job seeker visa for 3 months.
For my master's or for the job I'm in right now?
No, actually, here's the cheat code, which I'm not sure if works, but here's what I think. If you have worked at a Fortune 500 company, you can get a job seeker's visa for Korea for 3 months. If you already lived in Korea for a year, then I'm pretty sure that you can get an F27 visa with a job seeker's license. So you can actually get a residence visa with a job seeker. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because isn't it E4 or E5? I'm pretty sure that's a trick that you can use.
Yeah, I thought it was
E5.
Yeah.
You know.
Is there a language requirement for that?
No.
I don't think so. You just need to know English.
You just need to make money.
You just need to make money.
Easy.
Hey.
See?
That's all I know how to do.
Damn. But, I mean, that's cool. I mean, yeah, I work in IT too, and Aaron, he's the black sheep of the bunch, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking Aaron. What is the... I mean, just to explain what you do.
Yeah, so I completed my bachelor's degree at Southern New Hampshire University this year, actually like literally a month ago, and it was for air traffic management. So I'm trying to become an air traffic controller, hopefully soon. I just took the ATSA exam, which is a test that you take, and if you pass that, they send you down to Oklahoma City where you do official training to become an air traffic controller. So I'm waiting to hear back from results on that. But in the meantime, I'm just working at an airport, and I'm working at a grocery store, so I'm balancing 2 little small jobs, but to try and get some cash going, and then, you know, hopefully we can have some fun adventures while we wait for the career to kind of take off here. So that's the plan, boys. Absolutely.
I mean, a tough career, you know, for COVID. But Rook, do you know about the secret sauce, the secret benefit? Imagine being an American. You have a benefit.
Free flights?
Don't take it. I'm about to do a lot. Okay, we're cutting that. I'm about to do a dramatic intro, okay? Criticizing American society, okay? Let's just scrap that ever happened, that he acknowledges that, okay? Okay, listen. You talked earlier about getting nice benefits, okay? Healthcare, pension. Like,
no pension.
Paid vacation,
no pension? No.
401k? No.
That's okay.
Okay.
No, pensions are old. Those are true boomer stuff there.
But what about free flights? That I would break a leg and pay $1,000 to get a $500 flight for free. You know?
Yeah. No. I totally think that's a big thing, and that I didn't even talk about. I mean, the free flights are huge. I get it with my airport job right now, and I mean, especially in times of COVID, like, you're spending a lot of money for tickets right now. Tickets are so expensive. So if I can get my butt on a plane to like Korea or Japan or something, instead of paying like over $1,000 for a ticket, you know, getting it for free, like that's huge, you know? So I think it's just a huge benefit, honestly, that I get through my little job right now. So very excited about that. A lot of adventures coming up. I already went to Los Angeles, and I think South Korea is next. We're going to be doing that planned in September. So,
well, actually, Aaron, I think that you should take, you know, smaller steps first, okay? Let's take some smaller trips to local American states and support the American economy recovery, okay?
Yes.
So let's go to South Dakota.
South Dakota. Yeah, see like Mount Rushmore.
We're doing great over there.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. We need even more. We go to Nebraska.
Nebraska
or Montana, okay?
Support those states.
Did you fly to LA for free then?
Yeah. I flew to LA for free with me and my bud, and we got the free flights each way. So it was
that is awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was hashtag easy mode for that one. That was great.
Yeah.
Did you get to fly first class, or is it all
not first class? The
economy.
They said the flight was fully booked, but apparently me and my friends, we still got on the plane just fine. But hey, I mean, some of these other flights they're gonna be pretty open, so I might be able to score that first class seat and kick back and have a little whiskey and sit on the flight for maybe 10 hours, depending on where I go. First class would be nice. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So yeah,
nice.
I could get the first class seats possibly. So yeah, that's the plan.
I mean, he can only get the first class seats to places no one wants to go, like Minnesota.
Yeah, who wants to go there, right?
You know, South Dakota.
Or like Ohio. Like this.
Yeah. Damn. That's called out, Rook. So, you know, it is what it is.
Nah, I respect Ohio.
I'm not there anymore.
Oh, what?
Okay.
It's my hometown. Yeah, I'm in Michigan.
Oh shit, I forgot you moved. Okay, my bad.
Oh no, you're good. Not that there's much difference at all.
True. That's true.
Well, I mean, no, stop the vote. Am I right? Like,
stop the.
Stop the count. Stop the count.
Stop the count.
Except in Nevada, then we keep going. You know. I don't know if you saw that clip. Did you see the clip where it was just like Georgia, like. Stop the count.
Stop the yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
And then they go to Nevada and it's like, keep counting or whatever they were.
Keep counting.
Like, yeah,
I forgot they said
because they were so slow at counting.
Yeah, it was super slow.
It was suspenseful.
Absolutely.
And then they were like chanting "fuck Fox News" after, and they were just like the biggest Fox News watchers. It's like when they like burn their Nike shoes just to go out and buy a new one. Like they're saying "fuck Fox News," but they're still watching it. You know, it's not like, you know. I mean, I guess they just hate Chris Tucker or something. I don't know. I don't know why I know so much about American politics. By the way, it's
it's impressive. I'm always like impressed. Like, how do you like know so much? You don't even live here. But like,
he knows more than me.
You know more than me.
I did beat you in a geography contest.
Yes.
So you know.
You do your research, man. I'm impressed. Holy moly.
I mean,
that's why they pay you the big bucks.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, for all my knowledge of nothing related to geography or languages, but you know. I mean, I guess.
But when you come here, we can go to a trivia night, and then you can really excel.
I think I'm bad at trivia night.
Really? You think you're bad at it?
Yeah, because I think my knowledge is too. It's like if the questions they would have to ask are so niche that there's like no chance that anyone's ever gonna answer them. It would be something like, I don't even know, like the fucking like something like the best question that I've gotten that people weren't able to answer is like the islands of Indonesia or something like that, you know, like those types of questions, you know. But some stuff that I really like are those questions where it's like, have you heard about the program called Pointless? It's like a UK program.
Pointless. I've never heard of it. No.
So it's like they ask 100 people the question, and then. So it could be like, name a country. I mean, it's not like that trivia. It's very British heavy, so a lot of the references are lost. But sometimes it's like, like, say a country that starts with A, right? And then it's like you have to guess the one that fewest people said that is still correct.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, it's
or
one of those.
It could be like, there's this recipe from for like this dish from BBC. What ingredients are in it? And then like like this dude was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I read that article and there's like chocolate in it or some shit, and he was wrong. But if he was right, no one would know it, and he would get like 100 points because 100 people didn't know it, right? So that's how it works. I think that's like the type of program that I really like, because if they're like name a country that starts with A, like people would always just choose like not even Albania. What would Americans even know? Let's be honest.
Begins with A, yeah.
Austria,
Australia, stuff like that.
Algeria, Albania, Azerbaijan.
Yeah. You lost me.
You lost me on that one too. See, knowledge.
I don't know the islands. I know there's like these islands that Netherlands used to own that are like in the Caribbean. That's like ABC Islands. So that's like the only other thing I would know. But you know, I don't know. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Let me check. We made a list for stuff that we needed to talk about. But Andorra, yes, thank you. Also a very small country in Europe. I did win a geography quiz against all the Americans. I'm just gonna point it out. You know, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. You know,
that's. I think Americans are known to be bad at geography.
Yeah,
that's
what
that's very true. We are not that
bright.
Entire
history and geography about America.
Yeah, I can name all 50 states.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
I can do that too.
I mean, yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, give me a map, dude.
Okay.
I can write it all out.
Okay, what's the state east of Nevada?
East of Nevada?
East of Nevada? Isn't that Colorado?
No.
East of Nevada.
East of Nevada.
I mean, and there might be a small border
there's
too.
Like multiple.
Yeah, I think there's two.
They have a massive border with this state. Am I wrong? Isn't it just Utah? Isn't Utah just bordering Nevada
Utah
like crazy?
Up north?
I thought it was up more north.
Utah, okay, all right, you're wrong. it's California, Nevada, Utah, and then it's like southeast Colorado, and then it's southwest of that is New Mexico, and then west of that is the Sunrise State. What's it called? Arizona, and then it's California again.
Oops, I was wrong.
All right, so I proved it again. What's up? All right, anyways, fuck geography. I need a new podcast for geography, if that's the thing, you know.
Geography.
Well, I'm talking about geography. We're talking, well, unless it's Korean geography, of which I'm really bad.
Yeah.
Incredibly bad.
Hey, maybe Rook would beat us in that. I don't know, man.
But Rook, do you know the region, like the actual province names?
Of where?
Of South Korea.
Of South Korea. Like, it's one thing to know the cities, right?
No.
Yeah.
I only know like Gyeonggi-do and Seoul-shi, and I mean I guess all the cities, right?
Gyeonggi-do,
Incheon, Seoul. I mean, but that's all the cities. You can name
cities, yeah, provinces are.
Yeah, provinces are harder. Cities can be. Yeah, you can do cities.
The problem is that half of the provinces are like south and north, something. I can't remember. I'm really bad at it too. So.
Yeah.
I would like ask Koreans where if they know like dialect or anything, and then they'll say the province they're from, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
There's not a lot. There's like 6 or like 8 provinces, right? There's not a lot.
It's not too many. Yeah, right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, the first episode we did was about geography.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot
Korea.
Actually, thoroughly.
Yeah, and then we never prepared again. So I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is sort of.
Hey, maybe with season 1 starting now, maybe more preparation in the future. I think I'm down for that.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about COVID? I feel
like
always appropriate.
It's always appropriate.
It's over here in the U.S.
I mean,
we're partying.
Yeah, COVID's over. That's the saying. COVID's over.
I don't even wear a mask really anymore.
Yeah, where I am, same. No masks, pretty much anywhere. Unless you go to the airport. Yeah.
I kind of wish people would still wear masks in the city. I mean, I don't wear masks, so I'm not gonna, complain. Oh, is it more than 24 hours? No, it's not. Oh, it is. Do you know you can see stories that are over 24 hours old?
Really?
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. No, on Instagram. Anyways, I was like I was in line for a football, for like the Denmark versus Wales thing, right? And everything was already booked. But there's like these places you can go where you stand in line. So we stood in the front of the line for like 4 hours. And then they moved the entire line and people swooped in from the right side. And we ended up not even we'd end up not even getting in to the thing.
That's so dumb. So you waited all that time? Yeah.
Yeah. It's so dumb. And we just waited for 4 hours for no reason.
Oh my
And
god.
then the problem is that if we knew it 4 hours earlier, we could go another place and still have the space. But when we go, when the fight is starting in 10 minutes, we can't. So we just had to go home. It was so sad.
Oh my
The
god.
vibe was insane. And when we drove past and the national anthem was playing, we could hear everyone singing it. It was fucking great.
Oh man. Yeah.
It's the first time we've been this far since like 2004, I think. So.
Wow, that's pretty good. So how far are they right now? Are they like? Is it like what quarterfinals? I can't.
Yes, so it's the quarterfinals, and we're gonna play against Czechia.
Okay, on Saturday. Okay.
The Netherlands lost to Czechia somehow.
Oof. Yeah.
And then if we win that, we're probably gonna play against Germany or England, most likely.
Okay.
It'll be against Germany.
Germany, yeah.
No, I don't know. Germany played.
No, they've been really bad.
Germany almost lost to Hungary. Okay,
Ooh,
they almost didn't make it to playoffs because Hungary went 2-1 against them, and they somehow evened it to 2-2, and then they just stood in the corner and played the ball out and played the corner for like 10 minutes. It was.
They were what's that called? Hustling. So now they're just gonna win the whole thing.
I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I like watching football when there's reason to watch it, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about watching some random play, like game.
Yeah.
But when there's
you
stuff to be
drinking a
hyped about,
beer?
I am drinking a beer. Yes.
Oh my! How old are you?
Pog.
What is that?
How old are you?
What the fuck? How old do you think I am?
Give it a guess.
15. No, I'm just kidding.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh.
No, you're at least what, 22?
Yeah, I'm 22.
There we go.
But that's just
Better
based
guess.
on. That's just you guessing based on the knowledge you have. It's not based on my looks, apparently.
Yeah. If it was looks and maturity level.
Wait, what the fuck? Holy
damn,
right.
Get roasted. Okay.
Yo, what? How are you calling me out like this? What the fuck?
Oh man.
I'm just messing with you.
What's the? How do you even like count maturity level? Let's be honest, okay?
Oh my. Damn.
I mean,
anyway,
is it how good your geography is?
Maybe that's one of them.
You know, maybe it's your brain power. But I don't know. I mean, you did do a career change, so you probably
trying to
have
make
more
the
brain power.
clapbacks over here.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking you. You know, who knows?
I'm old and wise. I'm old and wise.
But yeah, I mean, COVID's. I don't like saying COVID's over because you only have like 15% higher vaccination rate than us. But the thing is, Denmark. The thing that I hate about COVID tests and like looking at countries is that they always do the test by like out of a million, right? Out of a million, how many tests came back positive? The problem is that so many countries don't test, and Denmark is like the highest testing of all time, and like Austria is like the highest right now in terms of like how many tests they're doing. But like every day, of people who are not vaccinated in Denmark, every if 5% get tested, 10%, something like that.
Really?
So, and in the US is like nothing nowadays, I think. Also, in other countries, you have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been tested for like?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Have you guys been tested for COVID?
I got tested because I had to for school, and it was quick and easy. But I don't know. Not a lot of people are doing it.
I got tested once. I think back in June of 2020. What are we in? 2021? Yeah, 2020. So I got tested back then because I like just moved across the country back in with my parents and wanted to make sure I was good.
Right.
Nice.
And that was it.
Yep.
And I don't know any friend that's been tested in the past like 3 or 4 months or anything.
That's the word. In Denmark, you get tested to like go places. Like anywhere you go, you need to get tested. Like if you watch the Denmark fight, there were like 25,000 people in the stadium, but they all had to either be vaccinated or have a test, a negative test, right?
Okay.
So we have a very big strategy in terms of that, and that's probably why we didn't have like a third thing. But I think a lot of countries just you don't see it because they don't test people. I think that's because in India there was like this whole thing where they can see it when it's in the rural or when it's in the urban areas, right? Because they're gonna get tested.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden it went down. The COVID cases went down in India.
Mm-hmm.
But if you went to like any like rural part of India, they were just like people getting buried like in the fucking like or the river stuff they do. I can't remember what they do, but there's like a whole ritual in the river and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just like way more people than normal, and it was insane. Like no one could like keep up with it.
Right.
So I mean, you can't. The problem is you can't count the tests, right? You have to check the positive percentage, and it's stupid. It's stupid because they base like, oh, can you travel based on it? And I mean, you know, Denmark has a higher one because we test a lot of people. So I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Right. And like
But,
we don't really test too many people. I feel like I don't know because, I mean, we're pretty much like done here, right? Like as we said. Like,
but I don't like that perspective because it's not like there's still what 30% that haven't tested, right?
yeah.
Oh, it's more than that.
Yeah.
Or you mean like vaccinated?
Vaccinated, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
vaccinated?
I think it's like 40% have not been vaccinated, maybe. Because there's so many people that are like in the rural areas that just don't want to get vaccinated. Like I have a friend who just does not want to get vaccinated at all. I think because he's like worried about the vaccination.
Oh, okay.
He is, yeah. He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm just looking at some vaccine numbers here. The thing is, the U.S. used to do a lot of vaccines, and then you just kind of stagnated. Because Biden wanted to do the 70% thing, but then like
70%. Yeah, I thought it was it 70. I don't know. I thought it was like 50. But I don't know. He had some kind of goal by 4th of July. But
no, they didn't hit it. You didn't hit it.
Yeah, we didn't hit it. The thing is, we didn't hit the goal. But
it wasn't you wanted to hit 70, I think.
Yeah.
But if you, oh, what? Denmark has a higher vaccination rate than you know?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You think so? I mean, I
the
believe
United
it.
States only have. It's so weird. Okay, let's just compare, right? In like April 24th, Denmark had 20% vaccinations. You had 41%. Today, Denmark has 55% vaccinations, and you have 53. You increased like 12 points, and we increased 34 points.
Wow. Yeah. I think I remember seeing it was like 50% like almost a month ago. So
yeah, there was a graph of how many people got vaccinated every day, and it went like this and it went down. And then the Denmark, it was like this and it went above the US one. I mean, not like per respective to population, obviously. I mean, if you just gave all your vaccines for like 3 days, we would be fully vaccinated. So, you know, if you could just do that, that'd be pretty.
No, quick little favor.
Yeah.
I think we sent one country like 40 vaccines or something.
40?
It was like, yeah, they were like, why is this even on the news? This is embarrassing.
Oh my God. Sent like some 100,000 to Nepal. To Nepal, I think.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, because we don't, because we like took 2 other vaccines out of our program because it's like when you get to this point, like if you have vaccines that have like some rare, like what do you call it? You know what I mean?
Some rare
variant of rare variant?
Like when you get the vaccine and you have like a
rare like reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we removed 2 of them from our program because side effects. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we removed 2 of them because they because like sure, if you have old people that are dying and they're not vaccinated, then yeah, it makes sense. If 1 out of 40,000 of those are gonna get like a blood clot or something, then it's still better than the amount of people dying. But when you give it to young people who aren't gonna die from COVID anyways, it's kind of, you're gonna end up killing or hurting more people by giving them vaccine. So we just ended up like slowing the program a bit, but then only giving like Pfizer and Moderna, right?
Okay.
So that's so, but you were somehow still faster than you. Which is weird. I didn't know you only had 55%. That's the problem. Is COVID really over? I think it's probably more like you look at state basis, right? I'm sure like isn't California like the most?
So I went to LA about 2 weeks ago, and I mean, you know, things might be different now. I don't know, but everyone was still wearing masks. Literally everyone. So everyone was masking up. And then I come back to New Hampshire where I live, and no one's wearing masks or anything, and you know, we're free to go about where we want to go. So I don't know. It's a very different thing across the country. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely state by state.
Yeah.
I think it's also it's also just a sign. Like it's just Like, I don't want to have everyone walk in around without masks, even though it's basically status quo now, and I'm okay with it because we're really coming back, or whatever you say.
Yeah.
But the thing is that there's one problem with it. The problem is that if everyone's wearing masks, even if they didn't do anything, they still remind everyone that COVID's around. As soon as no one's wearing masks, people forget it. You
just
know?
forget. It's like a
out
switch,
of sight, out of
switch
mind.
in their head. Yeah.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's just normal, right?
Right.
So I don't like that. Like, even if COVID had zero efficiency, even though it does have, like, masks have efficiency, right? Obviously.
Right.
But even if they didn't, it would still be a positive change, thing. And I think that's what people, the more progressive place you go, even if they also have a higher vaccine rate, they also just want to keep them on because it's also like a sign of like, I actually care about this thing.
Right.
So I think it's like it's like a combination of a lot of things. So
I agree with that. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Rook, do you want to talk about the time you were in Korea? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we can transition to Korea.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's travel back in time to the year 2015.
Oh, I thought it was 1987. Okay,
yeah, because you're a boomer, right?
Things were different back then, you know. You listened to 21. Blackpink wasn't even a sparkle in anybody's eye. The good old days.
When you listen to radio?
Yeah, the radio.
Yep. And, the streets were filled with that song Okie Dokie Yo. I don't even know.
I don't even know that.
I don't know either.
Some rap song. Yeah, it was great. I was working at a front desk at my university, and I wanted to be an international student advisor, and they were like, you need experience abroad. And so I was like, okay, let me go teach English in East Asia. And originally I was filling out the application for Japan because I was like, oh, I have all the credentials for this, which is only a bachelor's degree back then. I think you have to have a TEFL or something now. Yep. So I was filling it out for there, and then all of a sudden I was like telling a friend, and it was a family friend, and he was like, oh, my mom owns an English school in South Korea. Like, you can apply there if you have your bachelor's degree. So I was like, okay. And I did, and I got the job. So I ended up going to Korea instead of Japan. And I didn't really know anything about Korea. I knew about K-pop. I knew Korean dramas were really popular.
You know about kimchi?
I did not know about kimchi.
Oh,
I didn't even know. The only K-pop I knew too was Gangnam Style. And I don't even know if that's K-pop, but that was the only Korean song I knew. And my friend, when I told him I was going to Korea, he like introduced me to Girls' Generation, and then like I looked up a few other things. And then I learned the alphabet before going, the Korean alphabet before going.
Nice.
Well, I mean, in the way that you learn it, when you initially learn it and think you're a god, and then you learn about all the rules.
There's like so many rules, and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm still learning those.
Well, I'm a nerd, so I learned those, but I didn't learn the other stuff that's actually important. Like, it's much better to have a shitty pronunciation and actually like have a good understanding. But it could be like me and have the opposite, right? I mean, but it's also just me being lazy. And I know you're lazy too, Rook. Okay, let's be honest. We're both lazy
I'm
as
pretty
fuck.
lazy. Yeah, it's bad.
For studying Korean, but that's what it is.
I probably made this story way too long, but
no, this is great. I love this. I'm on.
Yeah,
awesome.
guys, let's speedrun the podcast. Come on, we're trying to set a world record here. 20 minutes.
Come on, shave off seconds.
I got to Korea. Didn't even know how to say hello.
No, don't actually speedrun it. It was perfect basic.
No,
it was perfect basic.
I remember the first day very vividly because I got there. I had to go to Daegu. I bought a train ticket from Incheon to Seoul, and then from Seoul to Daegu. And I did not know how to find the train from Incheon to Seoul. And I was looking like a lost puppy walking around this train station, to the point where like there was a group of these businessmen. They were like in suits. They looked at me, and one of the guys knew English, and he like saw the stress in my eyes, I think, and fear. So he came up to me and was like, do you need help or anything? And I was like, I can't find this train to Seoul, and he pointed me up, and I finally found the train and got on, and it left like within 2 minutes of me getting on this train.
Holy shit.
And like I was supposed to let the person, like my contact, know I got there like a long time ago. And I asked the person, this like older man next to me, to use his phone, and he had to look at the number, and he called this person first to make sure like she was Korean and stuff. And um then I talked to her and like let her know I was on the way, and then I made the transfer in Seoul to Daegu fine. But oh man, that was rough. Didn't get any sleep on the flight, and yeah, made it there. Barely slept. Could barely eat because of like I was so stressed and worried. But after the first like 2 days of adjusting, oh man, it was great. After that, it was awesome. I loved every second of it.
Nice.
It was cool. And then yeah, just the more I studied Korean, the better it came too. Or the better it became. Yeah.
Would you say that you made like a lot of like just like lifelong friends there when you're in Korea? Like, did you meet a lot of cool people?
Yeah, I still talk to a few of them today. One of them, I tuned into his stream this morning. He streams. So I watched him for a little bit and Snapchat with him here and there. And that was so I changed cities when I was in Korea. So I started in Daegu, and did that for a year, and I made some pretty good friends there. I was still in contact with one, kind of two. Actually, I was just messaging another person just the other day. She just had a baby with her Korean husband.
Oh, nice.
So I still talk to them, and actually, yeah, they kind of all reach out still. It's kind of cool.
That's really cool. Nice.
And yeah, I was there for a year. That job sucked, though. I was working from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. No, 9 a.m. to like 7 p.m. And then I had to take work home every single day. So I was working like 10 to 12 hours a day normally. And it was awful. And I lost like 20 pounds working there, and so I just took a pay cut after my year contract was up and went to a small city called Masan, which is part of Chongwon now, and went there for 6 months. On the 4th month, I found a job back in the US and gave a 2-month notice, which caused a lot of like tension in the office. The director of the school was really upset with me, and yeah, it wasn't great. But
so you're not gonna see a recommendation from there.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to tell us.
No, luckily I no longer need it. But but I really liked that area. I really liked the school. The job itself was kind of boring. It was more just I got up and talked to the students in English. Like I wasn't really teaching them. It was more just English practice, and I just didn't really feel like a teacher. I felt like I wasn't utilizing like my full potential at all there. So yeah, once I got that job back in the US advising students, which I originally came to Korea to do, it was, yeah, I took it and started that career, and that was fun.
But and then he was like, nah.
Yeah.
I'd rather make money.
Yeah, kind of. And with my new job, there's a small potential they might send me to Korea, because one guy who was talking about his manager lived in Korea for like 6 years. So there's a chance I might go back, boys.
And you can just say, you know, I've been on the #1 Korean podcast on Twitch. You know?
Yeah, BaboCast, y'all heard of it?
Yeah, you guys heard of it?
BaboCast?
Did you say that as a joke? Because at first I was like, it's a funny ass joke, and then you said it wrong, and then you're like, and I saw in your eyes that you were actually being serious.
Oh man, that's funny.
Damn, BaboCast, sheesh. Wow. Okay. Actually, it's kind of funny. I think your story is, I mean, at least the start of it, right? Not the reason, but just like that you applied to be an English teacher, and you actually applied for Japan. I think that's the same thing with Paul. Paul applied to go to Japan as well, or I think maybe he applied both places. And ended up going to Korea. I feel like that's, I mean, let's hear Aaron's story. Let's hear your introduction to like Korea or Korean or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I got interested in basically like the Korean language back in 2017 when I first started college when I was a freshman. I liked playing League of Legends and stuff all the time. And it turns out all the greatest like players from the game were from South Korea, like all these awesome players. So I just started watching like Twitch streams and stuff. That's actually how I ended up on Twitch. And I was like, hey, like these Korean streamers are cool. This language looks like really interesting. Let me start learning it. So I started writing out Hangul on a piece of paper, and it probably took me like maybe like 2 weeks to like get the Hangul down and stuff. And I got like pretty proficient with it, and I was like, wow, this language is really cool. So I went ahead and ordered Go Billy's like books and stuff like that, and started learning more from there. And yeah, I was just studying Korean through the books for like, I remember I was sitting down one summer and I literally was like studying my Korean Go Billy 1 book for like hours and hours and hours. Like I was obsessed with Korean. So once I started liking Korean a lot, I started looking into K-pop and stuff, and my friends who were interested in K-pop started showing me like bands and stuff like that, like kind of like bands like Rook was talking about. And then fast forward to like 2020 when COVID started. I think right around 2020 in June is when I met Paul's stream. And when I met Paul through his stream, I forget how I even like searched his stream. I guess I looked up like Korean learning. Actually, no, his stream came up because it was just like a recommended stream. You know how Twitch is like, hey, here's a recommended channel. Yeah. So Paul's stream was on there. I was like, oh, let me check this guy out. And it turns out like Paul is like really like a super chill dude and stuff like that. I was like, dude, I can vibe with this guy. And I started hanging out with Paul on his stream and stuff and meeting other people through his stream. That's how I met Jonas. That's how I met Rook and stuff. So, yeah, that's how I've met some really awesome friends that like, Korea stuff and everything like that. And, we've been all talking about like taking trips to Korea. I mean, I have a huge interest in that. I know I got my free flight benefits thing soon, so I definitely want to take a trip over there soon. So I'm really excited to see what the future has for us. So I would love to live stream there too. That's the plan. I would live stream there for like a week and stuff. So a lot of adventures coming up. I have a huge interest in all this stuff. So I'm really excited. Absolutely. So yeah.
I mean the thing about studying a lot, I don't know if you heard about it. I mean, so it used to be just me and Paul and Julie in Paul's stream in the start. And there's, memorize, right? So we would use to study and try to get the like record for that month. Or was it week? I can't remember if it was week or month on memorize, and it started being like 300,000 points. And by like the next month, we were so many people doing it that we were like 1,000,000 points plus. And like by the time I stopped doing it, it was like 3 million points. It was insane.
Oh man!
I don't know how people did so much. It was like tenfold the amount of studying that was being done, like after we ended it. But like the way I got into it, I think it's been like many years since I got into Hangul. But at first, I didn't really intend to learn Korean. I just liked the idea of like learning another alphabet or whatever, right? And like I'm not about to fucking learn like kanji or like whatever the term is for like Chinese characters, right? Because that shit is fucking insane. Okay, I'm sorry, that's too much. And I've watched videos of dudes that like learn Japanese but don't learn kanji, and it's just like, damn, you spent so much time learning this language. And you go there and you can't even read the signs. That's kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. But it's like I want to be able to read the signs, bro. You know.
Right. I agree.
And so, but before I even knew and like thought of anything about like that, I think it was like, it must have been like 4 or 5 years ago. I was at the dentist, and I already like watched a little bit about the alphabet and stuff like that. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna download the first app on the App Store. Or on the like Android or Play Store or whatever. And so I ended up downloading this app, and I just sat there and I had like a dentist thing in like 40-50 minutes. And I just went through like almost all of the like course on it, right? And it was like you listen to some and you write it down, and it has like the English alphabet to it, so you kind of don't mind it 100% correct, but it's still like all like kind of good enough. And I learned it like literally in that sitting in those like 50 minutes. And then I just got into doing that. But then after that, I kind of stopped, and it took a lot of time. And then I think like 2 years ago, I started like actually learning some of the grammar stuff and the words. But I never really like did it a lot, and then COVID came around in March, and I wasn't studying yet. I was watching Paul's stream and I was studying some, but I wasn't really committed to it. Then I had this job interview, and I'm an idiot. I had a job interview, and I had like cold called these guys and like had an interview that was so great, and they were like, yeah, we have like these Dota tournaments and CS:GO tournaments. So I was like, yeah, I have $8,000 in Dota. Let me carry you, okay? and then we had such a good fucking conversation. I was like, damn, I got this job. And then they gave me like a 24-hour assignment, and I ended up spending like 2 hours on it. Turns out there's another fucking candidate, and I fucked my chance for getting this awesome job. And then I just had to stay in my current job until like literally a week ago when I quit it. So and so then I was like, damn, I gotta, like, when I think back to this, I can't think back at it in like a negative way, right? So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna commit to Korean, and I'm gonna think back to this like bad experience, and I'm gonna think, yeah, it sucked that I didn't get this job, but at least it was what made me study Korean. And then I did that for a couple months, and then I was lazy again. But I mean, I did learn a lot. Like that first month, I was learning like 60 words a day. I mean, you don't learn them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I learned like, I was up to like 700 in that that first like memorized phase, I think.
That's pretty damn good.
Pretty good.
I ended up changing to Anki and slowing down and stuff. And then I was doing grammar, and I still need to catch up, but you know, then I had school and exams and work, and I had 2 jobs at one time, and school and all this shit. So I don't know. It was just like too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I should get back to it soon. You know, I mean, I just finished my bachelor's, but I didn't, because I blanked. Like I didn't turn in one of my exams, so I need to turn it in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But when I've turned that in August, when I get the grade, I'm gonna be done. So that's kind of exciting, I guess. And then so then I'm gonna start, like, when that shit is set, I'm gonna, you know, go back to Korean and actually study it real hard, because then I literally just have my job and Korean, right? And those are like the 2 things that I want to focus on mainly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my plan as well.
What about streaming?
Yeah, you want to go
podcast?
Go back to streaming?
I want to do that in Korea.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff for there. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, okay, so I don't know, I don't know if Rook knows this, but I've been thinking of a lot of, like, I know a lot of the, like, almost all the visa rules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've been very into that.
Yeah.
Like following the news in terms of like quarantine for COVID and them opening up for tourism again and stuff. But I've been looking at like the working holiday visa, but there are some issues with it, which is like there's no precedence for like doing like remote work on working holiday visa. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a red area, or like a more like difficult area, whereas like working on a tourist visa is more it's just more, there's many people doing it, like the whole digital nomad stuff where people work remote and then they travel to different countries on tourist visas, right? It's quite normal actually these days. And so there's like more precedence for that, and the punishment is less like severe or whatever. I guess you just don't get in. It's not like you get locked out of the country. Right. They just don't let you in. That's it. And then you just go, okay, I'll just go to some other country for a bit, and then I'll come back. I hope I can get in. Oh, too bad. I'm just gonna have to go to Japan. Yeah. Yikes. Right. But I mean, the thing is, you can only be there for 3 months versus like a year, right? That's like the big difference is that you have to travel out and then back in. But I think, and also you can't rent an apartment. Like you have to do an Airbnb, right? But at the same time, it's like, well, yeah, but if I do an Airbnb, I don't have to buy anything for the apartment. Versus, you know, if I'm living there for a year and I buy stuff, I'm not gonna be able to sell it for like close to the price I bought it for. So it's like a positive and a negative, but it's like 20% higher if you rent on Airbnb. So it's not that bad, because the thing about Korea is that the rent is low, right? But the deposit's high, right? Yeah,
initial deposit. Yeah.
And coming from
like
Copenhagen,
$10,000 sometimes. Or,
jeez.
Yeah, like on average, I think.
Yeah. They're really high. It's like you pay like $500 and you pay like 10,000 in deposit, like 5 to 10,000. You pay like almost nothing in rent, but you pay a lot in deposit. They have the whole like system with like paying a one-time fee, and then you have your apartment, and then you get the deposit back. I can't remember what it's called right now. It's something with like or whatever. I can't remember, but something like that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still thinking about it, but it's like, I don't need to do as much prep. I don't need to wait for that much. Like, I know that they're gonna I know that realistically I could start August 1st, right? I don't need to go to any embassy. I just need to apply for the visa, make sure that like the vaccines are valid or whatever, or what papers I need to bring or whatnot, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still. I think they still have a 14-day quarantine.
No, not July 1st.
July 1st is when they get rid of it for people in other
1st,
countries. Yeah.
If you have 2 vaccine shots from their accepted things, and it's been 14 days since you had the 2nd shot, and you aren't in a country with like
that's like blacklisted. Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on mutation. So like if you, for example, if you're from India, there's a lot of like Delta Plus, right? They don't want that.
Delta variant. So they're not going to let people from India in. But like people like US, they'll probably let United States. I think United States is on the list. Correct me if I'm wrong, but.
Well, no, so I don't know if you knew this about the list, but that list is actually just they have like the pre-program until the 1st of August, and then it opens for every country.
Okay,
so
I didn't know about that.
The list there is not based on COVID cases. It's just based on countries that they're like initially letting try. Okay. It's like a trial.
It's a trial. Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically just like, I was gonna say it's like getting a visa to the U.S., but you wouldn't know how that is. So, because you have to like apply for like an e-visa, and it's gonna be the same for Korea. How does it work to go to? Have you been to? I mean, I know Aaron hasn't been.
Yeah.
Aaron's not new, but traveling.
Very new.
Where have you traveled? Tell us about it.
Me?
Yeah,
I
you.
traveled
Yeah.
to Oklahoma.
Ohio. I've traveled to Oklahoma. I've traveled to Costa Rica, Macau, Hong Kong, Spain, and France. And I think that's it for outside the country.
So when you go to Europe as an American, is it just like, is it visa free or do you have to apply?
I think it's visa free. I'm pretty sure I went there. All I needed was a passport. But this was 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I was 16 years old. So, I mean, I barely even remember the process. So, I'm pretty sure I just showed up and they stamped my passport and that was it.
Well, let's be honest. When you have parents, I mean, or did you go alone or?
No, I went on a school thing.
Okay.
Except I was the only one from my school.
Shit. I mean, your parents could have done a lot of stuff. You don't know, like.
They helped me apply for the passport, but
that's a weird thing. Americans don't have passports. Like, isn't it like a very normal thing not to have a passport in America?
Yeah, my parents don't have any, and I don't think my sister does either.
It's weird. I don't understand it. In Europe, you can actually go to the Schengen area without passports, but you still have one. Oh, you need for the planes, right? Of course.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I've been to many countries.
Well, if you're traveling domestically in the United States, you don't need a passport.
No, I know.
Right.
I'm talking about Europe.
Europe. Okay.
But I mean, I've been to many countries. I mean, I could list them, but yeah.
The list is big.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to like, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, obviously.
But not Korea. Wait on that one.
Not Korea. Germany, Poland.
You're missing out.
You're missing out, man.
Czechia, Italy, Honduras, San Marino, Vatican City, Malta.
Yeah, so you have a lot of traveling
Croatia,
experience.
What other countries? Austria, Switzerland, France, UK, Spain, America.
What? You've been to the great US of A?
I've been to California.
I went to California. Yeah.
I went to California and Oregon and Seattle.
Yeah.
So I've not been to real America. I didn't see any fat people.
Why didn't we hang out when you were in California?
Because it was 2018.
I was there.
Okay, well, that's not how that works.
I was in Santa Cruz, California.
Yeah, I was in Berkeley, so
That's an hour away.
Yeah, that's an hour. You know how if you drive for 5 hours, you're at the other end of Denmark.
Damn.
Wow, it's like Ohio.
It's like Ohio. Yeah.
No. If you want to compare country to Denmark, you have to compare Colorado, except for like the height, because Denmark's all flat. Colorado's like height.
Weed is legal in Denmark?
Well, there's a free town called Christiania where you can go.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like it was like a military base, and then what is it called? Like those people that just go to like buildings and take them over.
Just like
squatters.
Yeah. And people just squatted it and made it like their home and shit. And then now it's like a free town inside of like Copenhagen. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
So you can buy weed there. I mean, you can't buy hard drugs. Like they're against hard drugs. But you can buy weed.
They decriminalized magic mushrooms in Colorado.
Oh, I didn't know.
I mean, did you see it like when they had the election in the U.S. and like they had all the other stuff on the ballot, right? Was it Washington? No, it's Oregon. In Oregon, they literally just like decriminalized everything. It was just like we had a tough year.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's funny.
That's pretty wild.
It's crazy.
I know it worked really well in Portugal. Like they decriminalized things, and like in Denmark, like in Copenhagen, you have these rooms where junkies can go and like cleanly do their drugs, right? Because it doesn't help anyone that they do it on the streets, you know. And then I went to fucking America, and then there's just like roads with homeless people, and it was very fucking weird. It was just like, oh, there's a park, and in one end of the park there's just like homeless people living, and the other end are like kids playing. Like it's so weird to me.
It's the American dream, baby.
Dude.
And when I went to Vancouver, it was like there's like a mini Skid Row, you know. I mean, it was nothing like it wasn't like as bad, but it's like there were no shops there, right? Because no shops are gonna set up on like a road that's just filled with homeless people. But it was weird for like a Danish person to see, I think. Like an insane amount of homeless people and people like living under a bridge and shit. Like I've never seen that in my life, so I don't know. It was very weird, but you know, the people were nice in Canada. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And the drivers were shit in California.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Friday night, I need to go check out Denmark, see what all this.
Yeah, what's
about.
all the hype about? I want some licorice.
You can go to Denmark this year. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
You can. It's open.
I haven't even looked at flights over there. I mean, I could just score a nice free flight over there. Hang out with my boy
at Jonas's place.
I get free housing. Like,
damn, he's just abusing me.
we meet your parents. They cook food for us.
They cook food, free beer.
Would you meet my parents?
Food. I want some authentic food.
Yeah, same.
You don't think I can make you that?
Hi, I'm Rook. I've met your son online.
You're making it seem like it's weird, but when I was 18, I took a flight without my parents to the other side of the world to go to a Dota tournament, okay? So, like, it can't be weirder than that, dude. I literally stood at the fucking airport with people I've never even seen, or like, I mean, one dude I had seen, but the other dude I'd never even seen, so I didn't even know how he looked. Okay, I just knew his like Facebook profile from like picture from like 4 years ago.
Really?
Okay? And I just stood there in like fucking San Francisco, like what's it called? SFA? I can't remember. But
the airport,
San Francisco airport, right? And I just stood there and waited for them to arrive. And of course they arrive in what is like is it a Prius that's like the most normal car?
Prius?
Isn't that the most like normal car in the US? Or is it?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's.
No, I think the Ford F-150 truck. Is
okay, no.
That's the classic.
No, because we don't count like fucking the Midwest, okay? We don't count people in Texas when we talk about cars. No, we're talking about cars in California, dude. Okay, I didn't see a single fucking F-150.
Oh, then it's a Tesla.
Tesla,
no,
baby.
It's not a Tesla.
Everyone's rich in California somehow.
Tesla has a higher fucking market cap than Ford. It sells like 1,000 times less cars. It's nuts.
Damn.
Gotta love the market.
That stock is more overvalued than Roblox. You know Roblox is higher valued than EA, right? It's fucking insane.
Dude, Roblox they're doing it up, dude.
And like,
are they down from their IPO though?
Oh.
So what if they're still more valuable than fucking like EA? You know what I mean? Like,
EA sucks. I believe it.
Yeah, but EA is massive.
Company.
EA is so fucking massive. Okay, think about how massive you have to be bigger than that. And somehow Roblox, a company that makes games for 12-year-olds, is bigger.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, that's a boomer reference, and I know that because I know that.
I miss
because you're a
those.
boomer.
I missed that intro.
I missed that too. Good old days.
Yeah.
No, they're up from their IPO. Just saying. They start at 69.50.
Nice.
Gentlemen, we're approaching 1 hour. I don't know if you want to wrap up soon, or we can keep talking for a little bit. Whatever you want to do.
I mean, let's just let's
just keep talking.
What do the fans want?
Yeah, let us know, guys. Any questions? We could do like Q&A maybe about like Korea. That could be fun.
Sure.
I'd be down for
my
that.
Chat wanted to know if you tried Korean barbecue, or like I mean obviously you did, but like when did you do it first time? How did you go? Like what happened?
I tried Korean barbecue. He's asking you. I mean,
Yeah,
we could all answer that question, right?
Okay,
I mean,
okay. I've never tried Korean. I barely tasted any Korean food.
okay.
I'll just let that, I have the ingredients and I
Yikes.
make it myself, but it's not the same. I have ramyeon with kimchi, okay? It's okay.
Yeah. You should try it out. Well, when you go to Korea, you're going to have a fun time, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because ordering food is cheap as fuck. I'm gonna be people fat, okay? I'm just gonna sit in my apartment and pay
It's
no
all
money.
healthy stuff. All the sides are like vegetables.
The sides are pretty damn healthy. Yeah, like the kimchi
Yeah.
and the bean sprouts and just all that.
You gotta walk
cucumbers.
everywhere.
If you buy the healthy side orders though,
Right.
you could just buy like the unhealthy ones,
Yeah.
No, they don't exist unless you go to McDonald's.
I don't know if you watch any K-drama, but they always go to fucking Subway, dude. Subway sponsors every single K-drama.
Really? I didn't know that.
Just like, I've never seen anyone in a Subway except in a K-drama,
Yeah, there's like, what, 3 or 4 Subways in Korea? I feel like there's like barely any.
No, there's probably many.
Half of them are on the military bases.
For the Americans.
No, they wouldn't spend that much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about how there's 3 Subways and not 430 in Korea.
Are there actually 430?
Why would they spend money on ads in so many shows if there wasn't a lot?
Hey, maybe they're.
I just remember when I was back in my day when I was there.
All right,
It was so hard to find a Subway.
Before the Korean War, dude. All right.
Yeah.
In 1897.
All I had were the mom and pop shops and Lotte Burger. And that was it.
Is Lotte Burger good? Did you enjoy it?
Isn't it?
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was
Nothing special.
I actually liked McDonald's had this like shrimp burger that was really good.
Shrimp burger. Interesting. Okay.
Don't they also have
joggers?
What is it called? Wait, can I find it? Don't they have like a bulgogi burger as well?
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
I tried that.
Oh, that sounds fire.
I feel like it's just like their normal meat, but like like a soy, ginger, garlic thing around. I feel like that's just what it is.
Bulgogi is like really good right when you get to Korea, and then you start eating the other stuff, and it it fades on you. Like by the time after like 6 months or so, I almost never even wanted to eat bulgogi. I wanted like everything else.
Right.
But it is really good. It's like a nice kind of almost like a comfort food right when you get there because it has a familiar taste.
Well, that's just because you're American and you eat way too much meat. Let's be honest.
Yep.
I did eat a steak for dinner. No, I did eat a steak, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Big meats.
Chef Boyardee over here.
Dude, I reversed it. That shit, 40 minutes in the oven, completely perfectly cooked inside, and then I just. Oh shit.
You cooked steak in the oven?
Yeah, no, you cook it to an internal temperature that's like medium, almost medium rare, and then you just have a cast iron skillet with like insanely high heat, and you just, boom, get like.
The edges you
then
sizzle.
You get the Maillard reaction on the outside and the crust on the outside, but the inside is all medium rare. Instead of like if you cook it just on the pan, it's gonna be like overcooked, like well done, medium, and then medium rare in the middle. But if you cook it like this, it's medium rare the entire way through. Plus, if you have like a lot of fat, right, which is fat is flavor, so obviously you have a lot of fat. When you do that, you render all the fat out. instead of like if you cook a steak just on the pan really quick, like 3 minutes each side or something, the inner part of the fat is gonna not be properly like rendered out. But when you put it 40 minutes in an oven at a low temperature, that all the fat is gonna render out, and it's gonna be very melty and tasty. So, and I also made mashed
are a
potatoes.
legit chef.
Yeah, you know,
That's why they
shitload of
call me
stuff.
linguine.
I gotta
yeah,
get
and then I
better at
made,
cooking.
and then I also made
Same.
I put potatoes in the microwave because usually when you boil potatoes, which I never do, I've never boiled potatoes because even though I'm Danish, I don't do it. You can do it in the microwave.
What a Danish thing?
Yes, very.
Oh.
Kartoffeldansker. All the fucking Norwegians and Swedes say we speak. They're like we speak with a potato in our mouth. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, someone in my chat said I was fake Dane. A Danish guy in my chat said I was a fake Dane, and
Fake
I don't
Dane.
respect that.
Are you attacking our fans?
No, he's gonna take your side now. He's gonna be like, I like that Rook guy. He's my friend.
That Rook guy, he's
but
a
I
Chad.
don't like you. You know, he just had a smiley face.
Someone in Fry's chat said I look like a Chad.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He was left and right up here.
What intro did I not give you, Rook?
Dude, we're hyping Rook up because he deserves
Did
that.
I not call you? I almost called you a Giga Chat, okay?
Oh my
in the
god,
intro.
dude. I don't even watch sports though.
What?
Isn't that a requirement? to be a Chad?
Giga Chat? No.
No way. You can be a Chad in many ways.
You're a beta cuck, okay? You gotta be an alpha sigma. No, you can't be an alpha sigma. Have you heard about like that
The
part,
beast.
part of the internet?
Oh yeah, I have.
Like
my
the
friend
alpha,
really just
beta,
told me
sigma
about it yesterday.
Did you hear about Sigma?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no!
He was talking to me about it yesterday.
Your friend is too much into internet culture.
I know. I didn't even. He was like, "Yeah, it was a thing from like 2 years ago. People are digging up these videos and discussing them and stuff." And
the problem is, there's like people that are talking about this shit completely unironically, like talking about like being an alpha male or a sigma male or whatever, like 100% unironically, and it's fucking hilarious. and even if they don't believe in it, they do it just because they like get views, right? It's fucking hilarious. And then they're like, yeah, this dude's he's not an alpha male. He's he's a sigma male. He cares, he doesn't even care about what anyone else thinks. He's just himself, It's fucking hilarious. I love it. It's so funny to like listen to these people, and it's just funny to use it ironically, to just call someone a sigma when they're like, like based as fuck or just don't give a shit about anything. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, but I'm also like I'm like a fucking internet culture memester. Okay, let's be honest.
These are facts. These are facts.
I spent too much time.
I support everyone on their journey, even if they want to be a sigma male.
Well, except if they're a beta cuck, right?
No, I'll support it. I have lots of friends that are like that. And we got Jonas.
Yo, what the fuck? No. Now you're playing into the. Oh no, it's too far. You started off by calling me a child, and now you're saying I'm a beta cuck.
Whoops.
That one slipped out.
Bro, I can't believe I invited you on this podcast.
I didn't mean that.
Why did I invite you on this podcast? I'm a sigma male, okay? At least let me be a sigma male.
You're whatever you believe in yourself. You're whatever you want to be. You're whatever you want to be. Okay. I support whatever you want to be.
Okay, I'm an omega male.
Omega male. Omega low. Omega male.
No. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, have you had any thoughts about going back to Korea? Other than just having the job offer,
Yeah.
Just for like a trip or something, or you got any interest?
Like a trip?
Well, he lives in America where they don't get paid vacation, so
No, we do get paid vacation.
Yeah, I know, but not by law.
I think I said no. I told myself no to trips because if I'm gonna take a long flight like that again, it's gonna be probably to a new place. Like
really?
I really want to go to Europe this or next year because I have a lot of friends there. Not including Jonas, other friends through school. Um, uh, but yeah, I have like a lot of international friends, just through my last jobs that I want to go visit. They're like Indonesia.
Classic European country. Indonesia.
Okay, so for the European countries, Netherlands,
nice,
and then Portugal. I got a friend.
Yep,
I got friends there, and then outside of Europe, Indonesia, and probably China. I think I want to go to China.
Me too. Yeah. Where in China? Just mainland China or Taiwan or?
Probably mainland. I do have some friends in Taiwan, but probably just mainland.
Have you thought of a city yet, like Beijing or Shanghai or something, or?
It'll most likely be Shanghai.
Yeah.
Maybe go down to Guangzhou.
Yep.
I'll like take a train down the coastline or something.
Sounds awesome. That's great.
Yeah, we can plan it together.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Yeah.
Look, someone in my chat just offered that you could stay for free in his apartment, if you know what he means.
Where? In Denmark?
In Copenhagen, yeah.
Copenhagen.
As long as it's free.
He also called you a Sigma male, by the way.
Hey.
That's an insult, I think.
No. Sigma male is
That's the good one,
it's
right?
like there's like the hierarchy, right? There's like the beta cuck male, right?
Yeah.
And he said, my man. Then there's the top level, which is like alpha, alpha Chad. And then there's like Sigma male, which is like outside the entire system, They are not even part of the system because, they don't give a fuck about what other people think. That's a good thing.
And that guy from American Psycho.
No. Fuck, I gotta give you some names. Jack Black,
Drive, and Jake Gyllenhaal,
Dave Chappelle. I'm just gonna say some names that are like popular in America.
Dave Chappelle's from Ohio.
It always comes back to Ohio, baby.
All right, dude.
Yep.
All right, dude. But yeah, what about your? What trips? I mean, you've been talking about September, right?
Yeah, September's the big month because I have a travel companion set up for my flight benefits, and that's my boy King Shane. So me and him are gonna try and catch that ride. King Shane, I know he's there.
He's the biggest Sigma male in the chat. What's up?
What's up? We're trying to hitch a ride over to Korea in September. Obviously, we're trying to plan it so we can hang out with Jonas and Porter Walker Mike, and I don't know if Paul would be there in September. Probably not. I think it's a no for him.
Paul's not. Paul can't. Because of all the stuff with the teaching and stuff, he can't get until like next year sometime. Yeah,
it's pretty unfortunate, but when he comes around, I'll definitely hang out with him as well. But yeah, big highlight on Korea for sure. And as me and Rick were talking about, China definitely seems like a really cool destination. I know Vivi really wants to go there. He's going to be going there soon, actually. He's going to be living in one of the cities there, Shenzhen. So I might try and hang out with him there and have an awesome time. I've always wanted to go to the Netherlands, too. Netherlands could be a nice little visit spot. Denmark, obviously. Gotta give some love to the homie. Maybe like Germany, too. Germany would be cool. Japan is definitely high up there. I would say Japan's actually like number 2 on the list. There's Korea, and that's number 1, and then Japan's probably number 2 I'd want to visit.
I just want to point out, Fry's never been outside of America, and he has this insane list,
I got a huge list.
Like,
you got to start with the list at least, True, Some people don't even want to leave America.
I think that's crazy, like the world is so big, like there's so many cool things, like so many awesome people to like meet. Like I don't understand the mindset of just like sitting in your hometown for like your whole life. That sounds so boring. I don't know. I could never do that. Yeah. And there's definitely people like that out there. So.
Or like being in Michigan. Hometown or Michigan, both kind of suck.
Yeah, Michigan.
I'm going to take some dope videos and you're going to be like, wow, maybe that place
maybe Michigan is kind of not too bad. Yeah. Not too shabby.
By the way, I just want to catch you up on Rook, the chat. He says, my man, he better be packing, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
Packing his luggage, of course, because he needs
packing the luggage, baby. That's what he's packing.
Yeah.
Big suitcase.
I'll have a suitcase for sure. I'll bring it from America.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm trying to do it in September.
Yep.
We'll see, because it depends on the visa, and then I have my apartment until December, so I have to make sure that like, because I'm basically gonna do this thing, I think, where I'm just gonna be you know, working while I travel. I think that's where I'm heading now, because I can work remotely. So I just gotta make sure that like I can get my apartment off my hands, so that I don't have to pay for like 3 more extra months or some shit. And then yeah, I'll just do it whenever. But it seems like from August you'll be able to do it. So I might like order my plane ticket at some point ish.
Yep.
What else?
So my question to you is, let's say like, you know, you don't like Korea, right? Like it doesn't work out for like living there and stuff. Is there another country where you'd want to go to?
I don't know. I think no matter what, I'm gonna just you know, apply to jobs in like lots of places. I'm just I mean, no matter what, I'm gonna have like, whenever I end this job, I'm gonna have like half a year or something, maybe just 4 months, 3 months, where I work on my portfolio and stuff, just to make it, you know, super smooth, and then I'll just apply to jobs, more depending on what the like the job prestige is, more than the place, right? So it's gonna be like countries like Switzerland, like California, like New York, like places where these big conglomerates have like really prestigious jobs that if you work there for a year, you can go to another job and get a really good job at like a startup or something, just based on that experience. It's not okay. But if I say America, sorry, someone's saying California is not a country. Okay, sorry, I'm getting called out for geography, and I can't. Listen, okay, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna go to fucking South Dakota and work. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I know I've been giving a lot of shit.
You would save so much money.
I've been giving a lot of shit to Dakotas, and they deserve it. Okay, but there are some
your rent
states.
would be $400 a month.
Yeah.
For a mansion.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, sure, but I could also just go to fucking Bulgaria or some shit and get a fucking mansion for $400, and I could, you know, not be on a fucking visa, right? I could just live in in Europe. So
just marry someone. You won't have to be on a visa.
There you go.
It's easy.
Just marry a Bulgarian.
Right, I'll just marry a random. No, I don't need to marry a Bulgarian.
Marry a Korean when you go.
Yeah, Jonas is gonna find a Korean girlfriend within the first 3 months.
That's my plan, right?
Get married.
I'm not marrying someone like unless I've been with them for like 6 years at least. I think.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, I'm the same way.
In America, it's
being recorded, right?
We live, guys. Test.
Rook, there's a question for you. Is Rook looking for someone to marry in Denmark?
Oh my god.
Do you want an EU visa?
So
you can get a visa. You can go everywhere in Europe. Work anywhere in Europe. You can go to Spain. You can go to.
You go to the Netherlands. You want to go to the Netherlands?
You can go to the Netherlands.
This person might know my Denmarkian friend Nick.
If he knows, is that your football guy?
Basketball.
Oh, basketball, dude. He's like a boomer. He's like.
Everyone
50,
knows.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. We're 6 million people. Stop. We're 6 million people, man. It's not that bad. Okay.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's like lower Manhattan. Think about it. Well, actually, I don't know. He says he'll be a good wife, so I mean that's the offer.
Oh, that's
He'll
the
be
offer.
A good wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
He's
not?
handsome.
I'm only getting older at this point, so might as well just settle down.
Just roll
What
the
is
dice
it, 57, 58?
Yeah, what year are we on?
I'm gonna be the big 3-0 in November.
Oh, okay.
300?
I gotta go all out this year. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You
gotta make it special, yeah.
Gotta go to your own island in the UAE, you know? You know those islands they have, right?
They do have islands here in Michigan, so maybe I'll just go to an island in Michigan.
Alright, there's a bit of a difference between getting an island in the UAE and getting an island in fucking Michigan, okay? Let's be honest. It's kind of like saying you have a mansion. It's like saying you have a mansion in like Ireland, okay? Actually, a mansion in Ireland is kind of popular.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Maybe just like a mansion in like, I don't know what
Bulgaria.
I should talk to all this. Yeah,
Ohio.
Damn. No, Ohio's at least better because Ohio you can drive to the East Coast. Like,
yeah.
You can't.
You don't need an East Coast in Michigan because you're surrounded by big, beautiful lakes.
So East Coast
True.
is not about the water; it's about not living next to, South Dakota.
Man, you just really hate that state.
I hope no one in your chat is from
Denmark's
South Dakota.
the best country in Europe. Yeah.
Oh my.
Definitely not the Ohio of Europe.
Whoa. If anything, Denmark is the Korea of Europe. Okay.
The Korea of Europe.
That makes no sense.
What does that even
Yeah,
mean?
it does.
They're the most influential Asian country to exist in the world.
What?
That's Korea, dude. Yeah.
What? No,
Yeah.
it's not. That's
Dude,
China.
K-pop is no.
Right.
K-pop? Have you heard of C-pop? No, I haven't.
Yeah, see?
No, it's called Mando
This
Pop.
man's got a good point.
You don't even know the right term. It's called Mando Pop. It's not called C-pop. Okay?
C-pop.
And also, you can't just count like countries by their influence, dude. Okay. Like
just
in
did.
music. In music, okay? Because then like
Okay,
what?
I'm sorry, K-dramas.
Have you ever heard about
movies?
a single? Have
You
you
heard
ever
of the movie Parasite?
Good ass movie.
Okay, what other Asian countries?
You're
won an
literally setting
Oscar?
your standards not based on actually trying to make Korea sound good, but things that makes America sound good. Yeah, actually, it's like the amount of fried chicken places is how good your country is. You're just taking things that are
Yeah,
both
some good
relevant.
fried chicken. in
You're just
South
taking things
Korea.
that are relevant for Korea and the U.S. You know, so I don't know what to say here. You know, the country with most U.S. military bases, but no, that would make Iraq
You're
seem cool.
losing the
Oh.
message.
Yeah, I'm trying to dilute it because it's a bad message. Like just
Denmark
talking about
sucks is the
No,
overall
Yeah, what does
no,
Denmark
no.
have?
message
Yeah.
I'm trying to say here.
Denmark's pog as fuck. Okay?
Where's
Denmark's
Depop?
north-
I
it's
haven't heard of
some
Depop
tiny
yet.
little country in northern
There's-
Central Europe, I think.
There's like a Danish guy that's
I
very
can't
popular.
even tell you a city in Denmark. What?
Okay, I can't tell you a city
Is
in
that a
Ohio,
city
bro.
in
Yeah,
Dude,
Copenhagen's in Netherlands, right?
Dude, I can't even tell you a city in Ohio. Okay, look,
Come on, you can tell me a city in Ohio. That's not too
I
hard.
don't know.
Actually,
I
no,
don't
that's
know.
hard for you. No.
Tell me an
That's not fair.
athlete from Ohio.
Yeah, just to give any
It's
athlete.
not hard when you have to compete with like 3 people, dude. It's
LeBron
like
James.
It's like being the best singer in like a microstate or like South Dakota. I mean,
South Dakota.
Hmm?
It's not hard.
Oh, it's about to storm, boys.
Oh yeah.
Really.
Is the router gonna go out?
And I still need to go to the
It's
store.
very interesting weather here, aka completely dark.
Ah.
'Cause it's 12:30.
Oh yeah.
Damn, we're getting a close up, dude. Watch out, he's gonna.
Hey, I'm not
He's
complaining.
gonna Craig ass Margachi Hyper, and it's not gonna be pretty. Oh, you're a boomer. He's gonna make, suggestive emotes.
Dude, yes.
No.
Yes. I like it. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
What's up?
What's up, Cecil?
No.
Hello. What's
Say
up?
so. What up?
Damn.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요, Cecil.
잘 지냈어요?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, do we want any more concluding points here before we sign off?
In conclusion, I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. It's a pleasure, dude.
It
Absolutely.
was an honor being on season 1, episode 1 of BaboCast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Pog.
We got a lot more fun stuff coming, so
Yeah,
stay
next
tuned, man.
week we're interviewing an even more influential person,
Mm-hmm.
which is not hard. We're interviewing my mom, so.
I've interviewed her many times.
Oh.
Okay, dude. I'm sorry for you, bro. I'm sorry for you. You can do better, man. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Damn, dude, you're the Giga Chat and you're not even getting like a Korean supermodel every week. What the fuck's happening?
Dude, I feel like Rook literally
not
could.
in Michigan.
Michigan.
Well, no, if I saw you were chat enough to get them to, like take a plane there,
Let me
And you're
start
rich
streaming
enough, too.
first.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm not. Don't put those lies out there.
You're way more rich
gonna-
than
Not
either
yet.
of us.
Things.
I know your wealth, bro.
Dude.
You're at least 4 times more wealthy than me.
For my age, I'm like regular, I don't know, average or something for
I think you're a regular dude.
savings. For savings?
No. I don't. That's not true. Damn, dude. Here's the posh drink. You're drinking like this, bro, with your fucking pinky up. Like you're the.
When in doubt, pinky out. Yeah.
I did it on purpose.
You're in the British royalty, dude.
Well, I got this has all the stamps of all the countries everywhere.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
cool. I dig that. That's awesome.
What country is Budapest in?
Budapest?
Budapest?
Isn't that
Hungary?
British?
Isn't it Hungary?
No.
I don't know.
It is. It is.
It is? Okay. Okay.
I just wanted to see you say some stupid country like fucking Indonesia.
I know a city in Hungary better than I know a city in Denmark. Jonas. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
All right, boys.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us, boys. So thanks for
Thank you
joining
for
us.
having me.
Yeah, no problem, dude. It's a pleasure anytime. Thanks for
It's an
joining
honor.
us. Yeah,
It's been an honor being on here.
absolutely.
It has been fun, except when you shit talk me in the start and, and then the end.
Whoops.
But other than that,
Yep.
it
Well,
was fun.
that concludes our episode 1, season 1, guys. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Peace out, guys.
Bye bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye.